The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.
G'day everybody, welcome to the Trader Cobb Crypto Show. Hope you're having a good start to your day and had a great weekend. Oh, oops, bang, bang, sorry about that. What happened over the weekend? Well, a great deal of not a great deal, right? So let's have a look at this realistically and see just where we are. Well, Bitcoin's held. We tapped on 4,000. We bounced from 4,000. I spoke about that in the video over the weekend. And currently we are sitting there with what could potentially be two higher lows. Obviously, we are a long way from anything resembling anything bullish at all. But I'm just telling you what I'm saying. There's a higher low when it came down to the low of 39.50. That was over the weekend. I think that might have actually been on Friday. Or maybe it was December 1. What date is it today? The 3rd? No, that was on Saturday. We bounced off of that level. We held that level. We consolidated that level. Then we popped up a couple of $100. Then we've seen it pull back again. This time the high low is about 4,117. Now we've sat there as well. If I was to be suggesting anything that I see on the chart here, I'd say that we could potentially have a couple of higher lows. Now, of course, the first one could be represented by the daily chart. Now, if we do see a trend reversal, does that mean that I'm bullish Bitcoin? Maybe short term, but not long term, not yet, because the weekly is still very much in a downtrend. We do appear to have a weekly candle that will close bullish. However, a small bullish red candle, a move back up. If it breaks the high of that, would put the daily into somewhat of a small, but uptrend nevertheless, with a higher low and a higher high. Not one that I would be certainly saying, screaming from the rooftops like I have done in the past, saying I'm bullish. It's just not pronounced enough. There's not enough data. There's not enough information. There's not enough on the weekly or monthly. That's when I need to, when I say that I'm strongly bullish, I need to have multiple time frames in agreement. At this stage, I don't have that, not even close. But we are holding. Now, across the rest of the top 10, I would be very surprised if it wasn't doing the same. And I'm walking through it with you right now to talk to you about what I'm seeing as I see it on my first little look of the day. And right now, as we see, Ethereum is sitting just sideways, not doing a great deal at all. Bitcoin Cash, there's a very strong level of support running through there actually, and that level is roughly around, what's that, about 165. Now that level continues to grow, it continues to consolidate, it continues to be very divergent, so not one for me to be trading, but it does look quite tasty for long, if we were to see price come back down to that point. EOS again has been flat over the weekend. Cardano over the weekend. It's up 2%, 2.6% on yesterday, and it does have a very pronounced higher low, potentially looking for a break above the high level of 4.5 cents. Excuse me. That's the TradingView denomination, and it does look as though we are looking a little bit more bullish. It looks very similar to that of Bitcoin, which again really comes as no surprise. Stellar Lumen again very flat, just holding in and around that level. It's still failed to break up through an old level of support, which has become resistance. It's holding at that point right now with the bearish candle down 1.28% so far today. Neo sitting pretty flat as well over the weekend. IOTA with a wonderful flat level that is sitting in there that I've been watching for quite some time, but once again we just traded a wee bit higher over the weekend and failed to break down through that one. I am still keeping a close eye on. Ripple's doing a very similar thing. It's down 0.8%. Litecoin also down 0.3%, replicating Bitcoin almost to a T. So across the top 10, the biggest performer is Cardano, up 2.7%. The worst performer is Stellar Lumen, down 1.19%. And the market has relatively been flat over the period of the last 24 hours. That's basically Sunday around the world. So this week's going to be interesting, as they always are. Now, of course, I did a webinar recently, guys. If you haven't seen that webinar, then get across to the website tradercobb.com. Have a look at what we do there. We're working really hard to provide you as much content around understanding how I trade and what strategies look like. At the end of the day, a lot of people have been burnt this year, and I don't want to see that continue. You've got an opportunity now with Christmas coming up to maybe put some time aside to learn how to trade. If you don't, not a problem at all. But why don't you jump across to tradercobb.com, get yourself registered on that bi-weekly video newsletter, and get ready to get some good information from me each and every week. Also, hit subscribe on the podcast if you are new to this show, because I bring you amazing interviews and my little 2 cents worth each morning, 5 days a week. Guys, have a fantastic start to your week. I hope you're really well, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Bye.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.